This is the cheap PCP air rifle. I would give this a 5 out of 10 for packaging. It was just sitting in the box. So this is a Beeman PCP air rifle, 22 caliber. So this was around $250, I think, on Amazon. First impressions, there's a lot of plastic on it. The rails right here are plastic. This barrel shroud is also plastic. Just holding it feels pretty good. And this one is something I've never seen before. It's like an underlever to cock it. Wow, that is a horrible trigger. First stage, second. See how long that second stage is? It's horrible. This one also came with the scope. I'm going to be using the same scope for both rifles so we have an equal comparison between accuracy and also get good scope cam footage. So I don't need this. Whoa. If you wonder how I fill up my PCP air rifles, I have this compressor. So let's go and fill this up. This has a Foster fitting, so that's nice. I can just hook it right up to this. So now we're gonna go and plug this in. It's gonna start making a weird noise and then just turn it on. Not gonna lie, half the reason I bought this is because it has these cool blue lights on it. And now we'll just turn on the air and it's gonna start pumping up now. Now that it's full, I can go ahead and bleed off the air. Now we're going to test the power and accuracy of this PCP air rifle. Beeman claims 880 feet per second with 22 caliber. The air rifle came with 2 of these magazines, so that's really nice. I'm going to go and load it up with these 14.3 grain Crosman Premiers. Got my chronograph right here, and first shot through the chronograph. Really? No, whoa, 979? What? 974. This gun is actually shooting too fast to be able to shoot pellets accurately. So I'm gonna try to tune this a little bit. Right back here's the spot where you adjust the power. It's gonna go clockwise a little bit. There we go, that's more like it. 30 yards away, I put up a target. We're gonna take a 5-shot group with this air rifle, shooting the Crosman Premier pellets. See how good this thing does. 3 through the same hole, and then 1 right there and 1 right there. So that is not bad at all. I also took 5 shots with the FX 18.1 grain pellets, and that was what it did. A little bit better, but it might just be the gun still breaking in, I don't know. So my first thoughts after shooting this a little bit, I don't really like it that much, but for a cheap PCP, I guess it's not that bad. The trigger is absolutely horrible on this gun. It was one of the worst I've ever felt on a gun. Also, the plastic Picatinny rails right here, I don't know how well that's going to be for keeping the scope sighted in. I mean, a little bump on this thing and it could knock it off sight. So I guess that's really all there is to test with this right now. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll go hunting. So we're at this little sparrow spot you've probably seen before. The sparrows love landing out on those pallets right there. It's about, I don't know, 25 yards away, maybe 20 yards. There's actually some out there right now. So since this is a cheap versus expensive challenge, I'm going to be sticking with the cheap Crosman pellets for the cheap air rifle. I don't know if you could see that, but the gun just fell over. I guess this will be a good time to test how well the plastic rails hold up. See if it actually stayed 0 from that. Got him. Oh, there's another one. Trying to hide in the pallets. Got him. This is a weird sounding PCP. It sounds like I'm shooting a Springer, a spring powered rifle. It's weird, it doesn't sound like the normal PCPs I've shot before, but it seems to be doing just as good. I think this was the second one I shot, and I can't find the other one anywhere. A lot of times they'll fall in the pallets and it's just impossible to find them. I came back to my little sparrow sniping spot. We'll see if we can get a couple more. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we know this thing's pretty good at hunting, but that was just sitting down with this thing on a rest. So I'm gonna be walking around with this now and going after something a little bit more tough than sparrows. We're going squirrel hunting. It just rained last night. You can hear the raindrops falling down. So that's gonna make it really easy to hear the squirrels up in the trees. So whenever they're jumping around on the branches, it's gonna be super loud because all the raindrops are falling down. So I'm gonna keep walking around and see if we can spot some squirrels. There he is. All right, I'm gonna put you guys on the scope cam. We'll see if we can take this one out. Oh, I got him. I actually thought I missed that because the trigger's so bad on this. I wasn't even ready to pull the trigger and it went off. There he is, first squirrel of the season, let's go. The shot went a little bit low, came out somewhere right there. I'll just leave this guy on the path so I can get him later. And I've seen plenty more squirrels out today, so I'm gonna keep walking around, keep hunting, see if we can get one more. There he goes. Squirrel number 2 down. That squirrel took 2 shots for some reason. Let's see what's happened. The first shot went low through his arm. I'm not sure what the other 2 holes are from, but we got him down anyways. Now that we've gone hunting with a cheap PCP, let's go unbox the expensive one and see how much better it actually is. And here is the expensive PCP air rifle. First off, it has fragile signs on the box. Foam. And it came with the gun case wrapped in bubble wrap. More bubble wrap, and there's their air rifle. This is an FX Wildcat, and I know what some of you guys are thinking, Blocketh, didn't you just get an FX Wildcat like a month ago? Yes, I did, and it's this one. So this one broke again 2 times in a month. I was sick of sending it back, so I just decided to buy a whole new air rifle. So I bought this one. This one doesn't have the bottle on front, it's just like the tube. It feels much lighter. Hold on a second. I bought the cheap one with me too. They're actually about the same weight. This one is a little bit lighter, I can tell that. They almost look identical. This one came with the wood stock. This has a synthetic stock. So far, I like this one better, obviously, because it's like a $1,500 PCP. I got this one with a Picatinny rail on it, so that way we can add a bipod, which will make it be able to shoot better. The grip feels better. Just like everything about this feels better. I'll show you the trigger too. The trigger on these things are amazing. And the cocking is a side lever. Super smooth cocking. First stage, second. Barely even pulling the second stage. I got some accessories for it that were on my old Wildcat. I have this moderator and this $200 bipod. Okay, so this one's a little bit different to fill up. Instead of using this little Foster fitting, you have to use this little fill probe. You have to turn the cap right here. Just a little dust guard until you see the spot where you put the probe in. And fire up the compressor, start pumping it. So now we're going to be testing the most important thing, and that is accuracy. I got the target set up 30 yards away, just like the cheap one. I'm only going to be shooting the 18.1 grain FX pellets. This rifle only came with 1 magazine. This is a little bit more complicated to use than the other one. I wouldn't say it's worse or better than the other one, but it's just different. So once you get the lid off, you have to twist it around and then hold it, then put a pellet in, and then this fits 18 pellets. The cheap one only fit 10. Once that's filled, you can put the top back on and then twist this to lock it in place. Just slides right up in there. All right, let's see how fast this one shoots right out of the box. 855. 861. So this one shoots a lot more consistent than the other one, the cheap one. The spread of feet per second's way less on this one. That should make it more accurate too. And if you do want to adjust the power, this one also has a little wheel right here from 0 to 7 where you can adjust the power. So I'll go down all the way to 0. 649 feet per second. And this one also has a regulator on it, so you get more precise shots. I actually just switched this out to the FX Atomic pellets, which are 15.9 grain, so we could get up to 900 feet per second. 916. So I'll put you guys on the scope cam. We'll take 5 shots at the target down there. And here's our accuracy, basically just 1 hole at 30 yards. This gun also gets way more shots per fill. I just shot 3 mags through this, which is 54 shots, and it's finally starting to drop down below 900. That's over double the shots compared to the cheap PCP air rifle. So first I'm going to be hunting off a rest, just like I did with the cheap one. And we're actually not going after sparrows this time, but we're going after a groundhog. So there's 1 hole right there, 2, and then 3. And I set up my ground blind 30 yards away exactly. It's just going to be a dead on hold when the groundhog comes out. So I'll just put you guys on the scope cam when the groundhog comes out. I wouldn't have actually felt confident taking a groundhog with the cheap PCP air rifle. Maybe if it was like within 25 yards. But with this expensive one, I would take one out to 50, no problem. Oh man, I almost fell. Here he is. Oh, it's a big one. I don't see any exit. That's expected. I was using the FX atomic pellets, so it would have expanded a bunch. All right, guys, so it's the next morning. Instead of just sitting in a blind shooting this off a rest, I'm gonna be walking around the farm. I've already shot at a sparrow and a starling today. I got the sparrow. I missed the starling though. Actually, I skinned him, but he didn't die. Ooh, I see some starlings right. Oh gosh. There's a bunch of starlings right in front of me. They're right out in this field. I'll see if I can get them. Well, the starlings flew away, but I found something better. Pigeons. There's like 100 out there. So here's the plan. The pigeons will not let me get close. I cannot sneak up on them or they'll just fly away. So I'm just gonna be sitting in this giant wood pile, just trying to snipe them from like 100 yards. I guess now's my chance to use this bipod. Tilt it forward a little bit. Perfect. 120 yards. Oh man, I thought I got him for a second. I don't think this is gonna work.
6 hours later.
Oh, I hit that. 75. Got him. He's down. Oh, I hit that, what the heck? Oh, he's coming down right on me. There he goes. I don't think you guys could see that. Here's the second one I shot. He flew right to me. I was right there, 10 yards away, and this thing just flew over and died right in front of me. I knew I hit him too. Looks like it was low. And there's another one over there I also got. And here is number 2. Well, the first one actually. The first one I wounded actually just flew over there and landed out in the field. I think we might still be able to get him. Found him. There we go. I knew I hit him good the first time. I don't know where. Can't tell it was my follow-up shot. I hear one barking at me somewhere over there. Do you hear him? Oh, I see him. He's right there. I can see him up in the tree. He's barking at me right now. Okay, I'm just gonna have to freehand this. Dropped him. Not yet. There he goes. 2 reasons I took a body shot on that. First, I probably wouldn't have been able to get a precise enough headshot. Second, I just wanted to see what this would do on a body shot. Here he is. Let's check out the damage. Looks like I hit him in the neck. It's now time for the durability test. Not really. I'm just going to start destroying them and see which one lasts longer. I'm using this one because it's already kind of broken. It still shoots, but I didn't want to break my new one. The first test is going to be the water test. The second, the drop test. And the third is the shotgun test. And if they're still okay after that, we'll figure something out. So for the water test, all I'm going to do is submerge the air rifle underwater and then cock it underwater and then load a magazine underwater and then shoot it underwater. Nothing happened. Piece of junk. Are you serious? Okay, it works now. Okay, so here's the problem with the expensive one. It only holds 30 bar of air and then it starts leaking out at the top of this. It's probably a simple fix, but I put in way too much money and time into this thing and I'm sick of messing with it. There's gonna be a lot of FX fans getting triggered right now, but will this expensive one pass? Oh my, it's like shooting air out of this. It's like this failed the test already. What if I put a bunch of sand in it? Will it even cock after that? Oh, there we go. See what the cheap one does with a bunch of sand in it. Nothing's happening. Time for the drop test. They both are kind of broken right now, but the outside still looks good. Wow, it's not broken yet. Ooh, the plastic shroud completely just broke off of it. Okay, so far I'm kind of impressed with this one. Let's see how this one does. I wonder if anyone with an FX air rifle has ever done this. Yeah! Looks like the barrel thing just broke in half. Oh, it's leaking! What just happened? The bottle. Oh no, I broke my FX air rifle. That does not look right. It is now time for the shotgun test. So far, both of them are actually holding up a lot better than I thought they would. So I got some bird shot in this. I'm just gonna shoot them because I don't know what else to do. Let's go check the damage. Blew the pressure gauge out of the cheap one. Put some holes in the wood. Wait, did it just cock? Oh my goodness, it still works. Okay, we'll save that for later. Check out the FX damage. Bunch of little pellet holes in the stock. Pretty much it. But here's with the FX. There's so many little moving parts in it. It just stopped working. Doesn't work anymore. So the FX air rifle is broken. This one might still have a chance. It actually still loads. This thing still shoots. Well, it looks like this one won the durability test. Now, are these realistic durability tests? No, but I just like having fun with the things that I buy. So that's it for this video. Subscribe if you like the airgun videos, and I'll see you guys in the next video.